They get towed to an NTB, and the NTB says, well, we know you need to put a tire on, but you don't have the pucks, so we can't put your car on the jacks, so we can't put your tire on. So today's video will be a little bit of an explanation, trying to help people out who may be buying a Tesla and wanting to travel with their Tesla. Now, for me, the main reason I bought my Tesla Model 3 was because Teslas are the best vehicles to travel in. Supercharging network is very expansive. It's all over the place. You can go almost anywhere, and have a supercharger relatively close. So today, I'm gonna go over the 5 must-have items inside your Tesla if you're going on a road trip. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch, and let's get into this. Now you're probably, of course, thinking, well, why do you have 5 must-have travel items if the Tesla supercharging network is so great? And that's because it is amazing, but it's not 100% perfect. For example, let me show you. So some of Amanda's family lives in Somerset, Kentucky, which, you know, it's in Kentucky, so there's not a whole lot to do. But one thing about Somerset, Kentucky is there's no superchargers. This is Somerset. You got one over here in London. You got one way over here. You know, that one's 112 miles away. You got another one up here, 73 miles away. So there's really nothing around Somerset. And of course, if you look for EVgo, well, there's like nothing for EVgo. I mean, these are way down here. And Electrify America, kind of the same. You got one over here and one up here. So for me, when you don't have superchargers, the number one thing you're going to need is, of course, your charger. So one of the things you want to make sure you have is your Tesla charger. Now, I do not have a destination charger. I have this plugged in 24/7. So you want to make sure you put this in your car. You also want to make sure this little adapter plugs right into that charger and allows you to plug in to a standard American 3-prong outlet. Yes, you will only get 3 miles per hour charging this way, but in a situation like in Somerset, Kentucky, if you're at a family member's house with absolutely no chargers within basically a 100-mile radius, this would be your only way to get you a little charge in the winter or on your trip. Another good example is when we went to a cabin in Alabama, no superchargers around. I brought this with me. I was able to plug in there and get some charge, which gave me enough charge to get to the next supercharging stop. Now, of course, these were included with the vehicles. They are no longer included. They cost, I think, $250, and you know, just definitely something you'll want to have with your Tesla if you're going on a road trip. Now, the number 2 thing you'll want is this right here. Now, these are, at least from what I'm hearing, still included with every Tesla that you buy. They may not include the full charging cable, but they do include is the J1772 adapter. It plugs into your Tesla, and then you're allowed to plug in your EV charger to charge up your Tesla. This will be level 2, so it'll take you 6 to 8 hours to get a full charge, depending on your state of charge when you plug in. Most hotels, resorts, places like that have either Tesla destination chargers, which will also take 6 to 7 hours, or these type of chargers where other EVs can plug directly in, but with Teslas, you need this adapter. And then this is number 3. This is a lock for your Tesla J1772 adapter. Basically, with this on, when you plug in your 1772 charger, it locks. And with your car locked, somebody can't come up and unplug your charger because of this little piece being on it. Now, I will say this does not work with every single J1772 charger. I've tried a few that just basically this little part was too small for it to actually fit and clip in, so I was unable to use it. But there's a ton of times where Teslas especially get their cars unplugged, and so having one of these stops some mad VW Porsche owner from unplugging your EV and plugging their EV in because they think that because you own a Tesla, you don't need to charge your car. All right, so number 4 must-have item for traveling. This is a CCS Tesla adapter. Now, this would be a very, very rare case because normally wherever there's an EVgo, Electrify America, or some other CCS compatible charging station, there's normally a Tesla supercharger right down the street. But in the rare case that it's down or well, that don't happen. In the rare case that you just really want to use CCS charging, or for those emergency situations, you would want to have this, the Tesla CCS adapter. This plugs into your Tesla, and then you're able to CCS fast charge. This one works up to 150 kilowatts. This is from Charger Man, but you would need this to charge your vehicle if, for for some reason you could not find a supercharger. Again, very, very rare occurrence, but definitely something you may want to have. Also, some of the older Model 3s like mine do not have CCS charging enabled. Now in my app, I actually have the option to make a service appointment to get that enabled, which I can't do just yet, but a lot of the new Teslas already have it enabled from the get-go, so they could just have this, plug it in, plug in their charger, and they're good to go. And then lastly, the must-have item number 5 is these. These are Tesla pucks. And basically, the weakest part of a Tesla is the tires. And if you get a flat and you have to jack up your vehicle, you'll want to use these pucks. These pucks go right into the frame, and then the jack's able to go in to jack up the car. A lot of tire shops, if they know what they're doing, they will not even work on your Tesla if you do not have these. And the tire shops do not just have these laying around, so you have to have these yourself. I have heard nightmare stories of people getting a flat, they get towed to an NTB, and the NTB says, well, we know you need to put a tire on, but you don't have the pucks, so we can't put your car on the jacks, so we can't put your tire on. So this is the number 5 item that you must have for road trips. And there you have it, the 5 must-have items for a Tesla road trip. Now again, 99% of the time, you're going to be able to find a supercharger and you're going to be completely fine. But in those few rare occasions where you don't have a supercharger, you're going to need your regular cable to maybe plug into an outlet, especially if you're staying at an Airbnb or something like that. Or if the Airbnb has a standard charger, you would need that adapter. The adapter lock would of course come in handy at hotels where people might unplug your Tesla to plug in their car. You can kind of stop them from doing that, which is just a good laugh. Of course, the CCS adapter is kind of up in the air. Most of them are above $200. And again, normally wherever a CCS charger is, there's a Tesla Supercharger right down the street. The pucks are a 100% must-have. If you don't have them in your Tesla, I would say you buy them today. I, of course, have links down in the description for all of these items, so you can pick them up if you don't have them already. And then one other bonus I would say is some type of mobile cigarette lighter plug-in or rechargeable air compressor. Because again, the weakest part of your Tesla is the tires. I've had 2 flats on my Tesla and no other issues. So make sure you have an air compressor, and a fix a flat would not be a bad idea either. So that'll do it for this video. I know Christmas is right around the corner. Figured a lot of people might be traveling and might not know some of these things. There's a lot of people jumping into EVs nowadays, especially with tax incentives coming in January. So I'm just trying to help people who are traveling. We've did 2 trips in our Tesla, one to Biloxi, one to Miami. Both were phenomenally smooth. We just put in our destination. The maps routed us right there. We were able to supercharge. Very, very nice and easy. But on those trips, I always make sure I have these 5 items in case I run into any issues. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Deuces.